Jura, Tail Beast Bomb from Boruto. Main villain of 2 Blue Vortex so far, anyway. Haven't drawn him yet. Change that today. So he's 3/4 pose, right? Kind of looking this way. A Renegade eye doing the Tail Beast Bomb, and then like a closed eye. Do the open eye first. He's got big eyelashes, kind of like Gojo's eye or something. So what we'll do is we'll go diagonal here. Bum, bum. So the eye is kind of like tilted, right? So it'll go this way. And I'll give him like bigger eyelashes than the manga does. So kind of like, we'll hook it down like that. And then we'll do these sort of spiky kind of eyelash line here. And we'll bring it over a bit to the front. And then maybe add a couple here as well. Okay. His eyelashes seem white, but I'm not sure what way they do it in the manga itself. Haven't seen the colored version really. Okay, so his eye is kind of, it's got this square sort of shape, so we'll just go kind of like this way. And then there's like a tear duct. Could be a Renegade line, I'm not sure. There's like a little tear duct area there. And then they give him like some eyelashes coming off down here. A lot of eyelashes actually. Like so his Renegade eye, so he's looking this way at his sort of Tail Beast Bomb that he's making. So we'll go close to his top eyelid, so we'll do it sort of there. Now the Renegade can be hard because you're doing this circular bullseye thing, so it's kind of hard to get it, you know, centered sort of round and round and round and round over and over. So take your time. Start with the, like, imagine you're kind of doing his, I guess what you would call an iris line, you know, the color part of his eye, if it was just like a standard normal eye kind of thing. Right. But then we got to do some extra, so we got to go around again. And even the manga artist who draws this, you know, the lines are like kind of shaky, you know, because it isn't easy to draw perfectly centered circles all the time. There's like another line there, and then maybe there. Okay, it's more or less like that. Right, so then his eyelid lines and sort of eyebrows. So he's kind of like, he's got no eyebrows, but they do this kind of like brow sort of line. Like that. And then his nose. Down to there. And then his nostrils come around. He's got like an eyelid line or something there. And then his nostrils kind of like this, these little sort of hook lines. Like skin of his nose or something there. Draw a little shadow in this. Right, in his other eye, so it's about eye width. So the width of his eye come across here, and then we will do his sort of closed eye. So kind of like comes down. It's just like eyelashes really. So it goes up this way. So you can fit an eye sort of in between here. And we just gotta like thicken this up a bit. Make it look kind of like his eyelashes are sticking out as well. And then there's a bit of an eyelid line just on top here. And then that sort of brow area again, that kind of comes around sort of where his eyebrow would be, but it's actually like bald sort of. Right, so mouth, very serious looking dude. So it just goes sort of up. And then across, down that way. So very sort of cranky. Bottom lip line. They do like a little shadow sort of space in there. And then his top lip, just drawn in like that. And his head is tilted, you know, back. He's like looking up. So we can kind of see the bottom of his chin. So his chin's drawn kind of differently, right? So, and the artist who draws him sort of has their own sort of style of this kind of thing. So the jaw sort of, you can see like the bottom where his jaw and his neck connect. So it's like a wavy sort of line. And then the jaw sort of goes this way. So it's a different face shape now. So the jaw goes up here. And then this has an extra sort of section that comes down to like close to his Adam's apple sort of thing here. There's like a shadow in there. So it's like the skin like between your Adam's apple, like your throat and your chin. You can feel it if you can grab it, like it's this area. So his face shape then so goes up around for his cheekbone, like his orbital bone into the orbital eye socket sort of area. It's like your cheekbone there. I think it's called an orbital. And it goes in a bit and then out for his brow. And then up that way. It looks like there's a bit of a cheekbone or something here. Maybe a little one coming in, just keep it consistent. So we can see his ear just here. It's real low down on the face because of the perspective, the head tilt. Right. And then ear line, letter J, maybe some extra sort of stuff, no piercings in his ear or anything. And then he's kind of bald on the side of his head. So it just goes to there. I'm not sure if he has hair or if it's leather cap because he's got all these metal studs and stuff. So for example, so we got like this part, it's like very sort of flat, and then we get a spike. There. And then this goes in behind the spike of his head. Here, it's like curvy. And he has a spike at the back, but it's kind of small. And this goes around the top of his head. There's one spike sticking up. And then this goes back down to the front. And this has like loads of those metal spikes coming up off it, so he's got, this is like part of his costume design, so it's stuff like that, right? There's loads of that on his hood as well. So, he's got a real long neck. And the other side sort of comes out from underneath his chin somewhere, like there. There's a neck muscle here and probably there. So then he's got a massive black hood, right? This side is kind of cut off, so I'll have to make up this myself. I'll have to like imagine this part. Right. So this is like the bit that where his neck comes out, and then the other side. So I imagine, so kind of just, I'd say the front of his chest just kind of like goes off down there, kind of bumpy a little bit. And then the other side, we can see this, so we'll go down that way. And some more bumps. Okay, and then, so this is kind of thicker, so it probably goes, there's all metal studs. We'll do this, right? I'll let this be the inside line. And then there's like some fabric. There's a couple of spikes that stick off here too, but then they go down onto the costume. They eventually stop being spiky because it sort of starts to sort of curve around. And they just look sort of circular then. So if you imagine the perspective of these things, you're kind of looking at them head on, you know, so it's like the point is like on top, so you can't really make out the spiky part. And then there's some that seem to come around here. Like so. Right, his tail beast bomb. So it's kind of a circle, but it's got bubbles and stuff coming out of it. So you could draw your, if you have it like a compass or a coin or something that's big enough, feel free to use it. But we'll just go, it's kind of like a bump on it here. Like a little ooze or something coming out. And then this has some like, they're usually like blue and purple and stuff all there. And then, so there's like radiating out, right? We have sort of energy waves. So for example, this kind of thing. They're usually like different colors. If you imagine sort of the hands of a clock. Some of them will be on his body as well. You can just kind of add them wherever you think they should be. Coming across his body, there's like one at his face. Some people mightn't like to like draw over their character, but you know, it does make it look a bit cooler, I think. It's like a big long one coming onto his head here. There's even some like just going this way. And then you color them black, white, maybe sometimes blue or purple. Hope it's helpful. What's his name? Jura from Boruto. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.